Good morning. Welcome to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex in Bradenton, Florida. It is day number 19 of the FGCL, the penultimate day of regular season play here in the league. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you for joining us here this morning for the first of 3 games on field number 2, as we have the Lakewood Ranch Rodeo taking on the Manatee Squeeze in game 2 of this 3-game set. Here is the starting lineup for the Lakewood Ranch Rodeo. They dropped yesterday's game 6-1 to the Squeeze. They are 8-8 overall. On a 3-game losing streak, they're tied for 6th, but they can still make it into 4th place. They'll need some help, and to win these next 2 games to get that first round bye. They can fall as far as 8th in the league entering today. Under head coach Allie Lindenham, the starting lineup, Carly Penner, the left fielder, will lead things off with Cash Herber, the shortstop, batting second. Alana Velasquez catching, batting third. Randy DeLong, first base, batting fourth. Sadie Armstrong, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Lily Shivert, right fielder, batting sixth. Daniela Monaco, center field, batting eighth. Batting ninth is, Monaco's batting seventh. Batting eighth is Elena Ross, the pitcher. Alana Roush, the designated player, will bat ninth. And Gabby Mercado, third base, will bat 10th. And we need a tamping of the pitching circle, so be delayed momentarily for that to happen. Courtney Donahue will be the pitcher for the Squeeze today, the right-handed junior out of Missouri. Donahue on the year, making her 11th appearance. She's pitched 28 2/3 innings with a 4-0 record for the Squeeze. 5 runs allowed, 4 have been earned, a .98 ERA for Donahue. That leads the league based on a minimum number of innings pitched. 19 hits, 40 strikeouts to 11 walks. That is a 105 whip. As a team, the Squeeze, through 16 games, have given up 46 runs, 39 have been earned, a 2.68 team ERA, and a team whip sitting at 131. Defensively for the Squeeze, it'll be Dieter in left, St. Jean in center, Yoder in right, Massey at third, Kosler at short, Hubbard at second with Martineau at first, Hickey behind the plate catching Donahue, Massingale, and Crescio, the DP and the extra hitter. So while we wait for a little bit of maintenance to be done on the field, we'll be back. And we're back. Grounds crew consisting of Sarah Beth and Megan have made the field ready to play, and now we're ready to go. First pitch from Donahue to Carly Pinner is taken into left field. An opposite way base hit on the first pitch of the ball game. Carly Pinner is on first with nobody out for Cash Herber. Herber batting 172, 5 of 29. 7 runs scored, 2 doubles. Leads the league with 14 walks, has a .442 on base percentage. Yesterday was 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored along with a walk. As a team, the Rodeo, through 16 games, has scored 72 runs. A team batting average of .247 and a team on base percentage at .361. Runner goes. The throw down is into center field, and Pinner will take third. So a stolen base and an E2 puts a runner on third base with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Mentioned yesterday, the Squeeze got a 6-1 win in Game 1. They out-hit the Rodeo 14-3 in that ball game. Donahue looks in. Herbert takes that one high for ball 4. So a leadoff single and a walk have put runners now on the corners with nobody out for the Rodeo. And the catcher, Lana Velasquez, will be the batter. Velasquez batting .400, 14 of 35, 6 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a couple of doubles, 6 walks, a hit by pitch, and a sac fly. First pitch is high, and Herbert, trying to get a throw down, will steal second without a throw. Velasquez yesterday 1 for 2 with the lone RBI, a single and a walk. Foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's first of 3 here on field number 2 today. We'll have the Skeeters and the Queens coming up next, followed by the Pioneers and the Aquanauts to wrap things up. Tomorrow, the final day of the regular season. All-Star Game and Awards on Wednesday. Playoffs start on Thursday. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Playoffs. Single elimination, all 12 teams make it. Top 4 seeds get a first round bye. Play the first round in quarterfinals on Thursday, the semifinals on Friday, the championship on Saturday. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Over on field 1, the Impact and the Circus are underway. They'll be followed by the Finns and the Slice, and the River Mocs and the Sea Cows. Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Velasquez. Fly ball center field. St. Jean is there to make the catch. Both runners tag, and a run will score. And the Rodeo takes a 1-0 lead on the sac fly by Alana Velasquez. So Pinner scores. Herbert to third. And Randy DeLong will be the batter. DeLong 10 of 41. Batting .244 with 4 runs scored, 8 runs driven in. Has a homer and 2 doubles, along with 7 walks. DeLong yesterday was 0 for 1. Reached on error and walked. Takes that one high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Over on field one, they're in the top of the second. The Impact with a 1-0 lead over the Circus. That's a blooper. That's going to fall in front of second base, and DeLong is going to reach on an RBI infield single. Herbert comes in to score. It's 2-0. Rodeo with the lead. I'll bring up Sadie Armstrong. First pitch fouled back for strike one. So a win for the Impact over there on field one would eliminate the Rodeo from having an opportunity to get that first round bye. Hubbard makes the stop and will throw to second to get the out on the fielder's choice. So Armstrong reaches. There's now 2 out with a runner on first for Lily Shivert. Shivert batting .250. She's 10 of 40. 8 runs scored, 9 runs driven in with 2 homers, 2 doubles, 5 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and a sac fly. Shivert was 0 for 3 yesterday. Checks her swing. She didn't go. 2 balls, no strikes. Fly ball, foul ground, right-hand side. Yoder will try to track it down, but it will fall foul. Count moves to 2-1. I said yesterday that the Squeeze had clinched a share of the regular season championship. That was incorrect. The math, not my strong suit. The Queens still have a chance to tie, as do the Aquanauts. Squeeze are in first, with the Queens in second, 1 game back, and the Aquanauts in third, 2 games back. Ground ball to short. That throw is in the dirt, and Martineau not able to dig it out. So that'll be an E6 on the throw from Kozler. Second error of the inning. Puts runners now on first and second, and the inning continues with Daniela Monaco. Monaco, 8 of 35, batting .229. 7 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a homer, a double, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. Fouled off at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 87 degrees and sunny at first pitch. The feels like is already up to 97. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not much. The breeze there is blowing in here on field 2. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's taken to left center field, and that's going to get into the gap. 1 run will score. Shivert will stay at third, but that's an RBI double for Daniela Monaco. And the Rodeo up 3-0 here in the top of the first. An unearned run crosses the plate, but they count. First pitch to Elena Ross is low for ball 1. Ross batting .154. She's 6 of 39 with 4 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, a homer, a walk, and 2 hit by pitches. Fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ross yesterday was 1 for 3, a single and a strikeout, 1 of 3 hits for the Rodeo yesterday, but the offense coming alive against the league leader in ERA entering today's game. Line drive to short. Kozler will make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But it was a good inning for the Rodeo as they put up 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left. We head to the home half of the first. 3-0 Rodeo. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Rodeo with a 3-0 lead over the Squeeze. Here's the starting lineup for the Manatee Squeeze. They are 14-2 entering today's game. They're on a 9-game winning streak. They're in first place, and they have clinched a first-round bye that can only fall as far as third under head coach Taylor Newton. The starting lineup is Lizzie St. Jean, the center fielder, leading things off with Haley Dieter. Left field, batting second, batting third is Lillian Martineau, the first baseman. Mickey Kozler. Shortstop, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Kaylin Yoder, the right fielder. Mighty Hubbard, second base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Reagan Hickey, the catcher. Taryn Massey, third base, batting eighth. Brooke Massengale, designated player, bats ninth. And Elise Crescio, extra hitter, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Rodeo the right-handed freshman out of Walter State Community College, Elena Ross. This is Ross's debut in the circle for the Rodeo this season in the FGCL. Lizzie St. Jean will lead things off. First pitch to her is in the dirt for ball 1. Rodeo, through 16 games, have given up 86 runs, 73 have been earned. That's a team ERA at 4.66 and a team whip sitting at 170. Two balls and no strikes. Let's see, St. Jean, 22 of 42, batting .524, 18 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has 3 doubles and 5 walks on the season. St. Jean yesterday was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, 3 singles on the day. Defense for the Rodeo, Pinner in left, Monaco in center, Shivert in right, Mercado at third, Herber at short, Armstrong second, DeLong at first, Velasquez behind home plate. Roush is the extra hitter, and that's low for ball 4. So St. Jean draws the walk, and that brings up Haley Dieter. Dieter batting .455. She's 20 of 44, 10 runs scored, 22 RBIs, 4 homers, a triple, 3 doubles, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch, a 500 OBP for Dieter. First pitch is high for ball 1. Had a great day yesterday. Dieter was 3 for 3 with a run scored and 5 RBIs. RBI single in the second, 2 RBI single in the fourth, and a 2-run homer in the sixth. 5 of the 6 RBIs for the Squeeze knocked in by Dieter. That's outside. The throw down is not in time. St. Jean is there with the stolen base. And Ross struggling to find the strike zone here early on. Now it's a fly ball to center. Monaco settles underneath it. She'll make the catch. No tag. And there's one gone. That brings up Lillian Martineau. Martineau batting .484. She's 15 of 31, 11 runs scored, 13 runs driven in, has a homer, 2 doubles, and 8 walks on the year. First pitch is in the dirt. St. Jean will take off and reaches third on the wild pitch. As a team, the Squeeze entered today's play with a team batting average of .389. They've scored 149 runs in 16 games. That one bounces away again, and coming in to score after back-to-back wild pitches is Lizzie St. Jean, and it's now 3-1 Rodeo. Team on base percentage for the Squeeze at .474 entering play today. Martineau struck out her only plate appearance yesterday. So the 4-pitch walk puts the runner on first for the shortstop, Mickey Kosler. Kosler is 7 of 40, batting .175, 17 runs scored with 3 RBIs. That's bunted foul at the plate. Kosler's walked 6 times, been hit 3 times. Yesterday was 1 for 3 with a single. Ground ball back to Ross. Bobbles it momentarily, but the throw is in time. And there's 2 away. So 2 out now, runner on second. Kaylin Yoder will be the batter. First pitch is a called strike. Yoder 3 of 16, batting .188. 4 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a walk. Yoder yesterday was 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice in her lone plate appearance. In the circle, went 4 innings, did not give up a hit or a run, walked 3 and struck out 6. Yoder tried to put down the bunt, but it was foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul, we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross making Velasquez work hard behind the plate here in the first inning. Ground ball to short. Herbert makes it, makes the play. The throw is not in time. And I think there may be a challenge. Hold on. After further review, DeLong held onto the bag, and the out is recorded, and that will end the inning. For the squeeze here in the first, a run, no hits, no errors, and one left. We played an inning, 3-1 Rodeo. This is the FGCL. Three-one Rodeo. We move to the top of the second inning. Roush, Mercado, and Penner due up. 9-10-1, Courtney Donahue in the circle for the squeeze. Donahue, a junior out of the University of Missouri from Dane, Wisconsin. She transferred to Mizzou from Des Moines Area Community College, where she was the NJCAA D2 Pitcher of the Year in 2024. For the Tigers this past season, had a 4.80 ERA and 11 2/3 innings pitched, 17 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and an 0-1 record. Roush fouls that one back. One of 7 on the year with 2 walks. Swings and misses there. 1-2 the count now on Roush. Lines that one to third. Catch is made by Massey, and there's one away. So one out now for the third baseman, Gabby Mercado. Mercado, 4 of 34 on the year with 5 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a double, 5 walks, and a hit by pitch. Mercado 0 for 1 with a strikeout in her lone plate appearance in yesterday's 6-1 squeeze victory. Today is 3-1 Rodeo as we play here in the top of the second inning. Hubbard has it at second. And a great stretch from Martineau for out number 2. So 2 out, nobody on, back to top of the order, and Carly Penner. Penner singled and scored her first time. Penner, junior at Kent State this past season, entered the transfer portal and is heading south to UCF. From Wintersville, Ohio. For Kent State this past year was 34 of 166 for a 205 average, 16 RBIs with a triple, 7 doubles, 25 runs scored. Grounds that one to second. Hubbard is there. Underhand throw. And that's a 1-2-3 second. Tossed by Courtney Donahue. For the Rodeo, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-1. Rodeo with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-1. Rodeo with the lead. Mighty Hubbard leading things off for the squeeze here in the home half of the second. First pitch. High for ball one. Hubbard, 15 of 35, batting .429, 20 runs scored, 14 runs driven in with a homer, 3 doubles, 8 walks, a hit by pitch, and a sac fly. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball foul. The defense for the Rodeo now, DeLong in left, Penner in center, Jordan in right, Mercado at third, Herbert at short, Monaco at second, Shivert at first, and Velazquez behind the plate. Lena Ross back out for her second inning of work. For Walter State this past season, she had a 10.11 ERA, 18 innings pitched, 27 hits, 29 runs, 26 earned, and 22 walks and 11 strikeouts. Had a 2-0 record. Here comes the payoff pitch to Hubbard. High for ball 4. So Hubbard draws the walk. That's the third walk issued by Ross here today. Starts things off here in the second for the catcher, Reagan Hickey. Hickey batting .258, 8 of 31, 6 runs scored, 7 runs driven in as a homer, 2 doubles, 6 walks, and a hit by pitch. Yesterday, Hickey was 0 for 3. Runner goes, and Hubbard will steal without a throw. Herbert was a little late covering. 3-0 the count. Velasquez is going to go talk things over with Ross. Over on field 1, it's gotten out of hand early. The Impact with an 8-0 lead over the Circus there in the top of the 3rd. And a win for the Impact would eliminate the Rodeo from having a chance for a first-round bye. Ross battles back. 2 straight strikes. This count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on second. Rodeo holding on to a 3-1 lead. Fly ball deep left field. That one's way back. We're gone. First hit of the ball game for the Squeeze is a 2-run homer by Reagan Hickey, and we're tied up at 3. For Hickey, that's her 2nd home run of the season, and RBIs 8 and 9. We're tied up at 3, and Taryn Massey will be the batter. Massey batting .341, 15 of 44, 10 runs scored, 10 runs driven in with 2 homers, a triple, 2 doubles, a walk, a hit by pitch, and a sack. Massey yesterday was 1 for 3 with a run scored. First pitch is a strike. And that one's well hit to deep center field. That one's back. That one's gone. Back-to-back home runs by the Squeeze. First Reagan Hickey and now Taryn Massey. And it is now 4-3. Squeeze with the lead. Third home run of the season for Massey and her 11th RBI. That brings up Brooke Massengale. Massengale hitting .366 on the season. First pitch. Called strike. 15 of 41, 6 runs scored, 11 runs driven in, 2 triples, 4 doubles, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and a sac fly on the year. Massengale was 0 for 2 yesterday. Look at Taylor Newton, the head coach of the Squeeze. First year head coach, former James Madison players. That one is a fair ball in front of home plate. The throw is in time, and there's one away. Massengale got that one right off the end of the bat, hit it straight down, and it stuck right in front of home plate. There's one away now for the extra hitter, Elise Crescio. Best show yesterday, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Couple singles, takes the first pitch for a called strike. On the year, batting .500, she's 16 of 32, 22 runs scored, 10 runs driven in, 5 doubles, 8 walks, 3 hit by pitches, a .628 on base percentage. Ground ball to short. Herbert charges, makes the throw. It's in time for out number 3. Excuse me, for out number 2. And after the back-to-back homers, back-to-back groundouts, and we'll go back to the top of the order, and Lissy St. Jean. St. Jean walked and scored her first time. Slaps this one to third, and that is going to stay down. That'll be an infield hit. Would have been a tough play for Ricardo over on third. So the infield hit for St. Jean puts runner on first with 2 outs. For Haley Dieter, who had a fly out her first time. First pitch, low for ball 1. Dieter, a redshirt junior at Utah in 2025 and is in the transfer portal. For the Utes, batted .275, 25 of 91 with 16 RBIs, had 2 homers, 5 doubles, 12 runs scored, and a .327 OBP. She transferred to Utah from Liberty, where she started her career. And the count 3-0. Grounds that one foul, 3-1. Squeeze with 3 in the inning. They've taken a 4-3 lead. Back-to-back homers by Hickey and Massey. Runner goes, but it's ball 4. Runners now on first and second with 2 away for the first baseman, Lillian Martineau. She walked her first time. Martineau, a freshman at Georgia Tech, in 2025, entered the transfer portal and is headed to East Carolina. Batted .227 for the Yellow Jackets, 5 of 22, 5 RBIs with 2 doubles. 6 runs scored. Martineau, fluent in French. Family including an uncle in Haiti. And hence the French connection. That's a fly ball to left. DeLong will not be able to track it down in foul ground, and the count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On hopper to third, snagged by Mercado. The throw's in time for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Squeeze take the lead as they get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 2, 4-3, Squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Rodeo and Squeeze tied up at 4. Mickey Kosler will lead things off for the Squeeze, taking on a new pitcher for the Rodeo. First pitch. High for ball 1. Elena Ross will turn things over to Avery Powers. Ross went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits and 4 runs, all earned, 4 walks, and no strikeouts. Now pitching for the Rodeo is Avery Powers in her 9th appearance. Powers has gone 29 innings with a 4-2 record. 15 runs allowed, 12 have been earned for a 2.90 ERA. 32 hits, 22 strikeouts, 11 walks, a 148 whip for Powers. And she hits Kosler. Came a bit too far inside. And the leadoff hit by pitch puts Kosler on base. Powers from Tampa, Florida, Berkeley Prep, on her way to Bucknell as an incoming freshman in 2026. Set single game and single season strikeout records at Berkeley Prep. Kaylin Yoder now the batter. First pitch to her, fouled off on a hit and run. Yoder's 0 for 1. And Velasquez is going to take a second. Yoder, a PO at Liberty, but getting at bats here in the FGCL. Squeeze trying to answer back after the Rodeo tied things up. In the top of the third, a solo homer by Randy DeLong. Squeeze turned a double play, and then that double play ended up being big to make it just a solo shot for DeLong. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Yoder down on strikes, and there's one away. First strikeout by Rodeo pitching today. That brings up Maddie Hubbard. She walked and scored her first time. First pitch is a called strike, and Kosler is going to be caught stealing. Great throw from Velasquez. Herbert with the tag. Kosler's out, and there's 2 away. Hubbard, a freshman at the University of Alabama this past season from Huntsville. Fouls that one off. She was the number 22 ranked player in the country entering college last season. A day 1 starter for the Crimson Tide. Batted .260 with 10 RBIs, a couple of triples, a couple of doubles, and 10 runs scored. And Alabama's run to the Super Regional round. There have been 20 Super Regional rounds, and Alabama has now participated in 19 of those 20. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Squeeze and Rodeo knotted up at 4. Hubbard lines that one to left field. That's down for a base hit. Hubbard will round first, but stay. Oh, ball gets away. Now she's going to hurry back. And that's a single for Hubbard. She's reached twice. And that will bring up Reagan Hickey. Hickey hit a 2-run homer her first time up. Redshirted at Virginia this past year. First pitch drops in for a called strike. Speaking of Alabama, her grandfather, Bob Hickey, played basketball for the Crimson Tide. One ball, one strike. Hits the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away on a hit and run. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the change. And that'll do it for the squeeze here in the third. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 3. We're still tied up at 4. This is the FGCL. We move to the top of the 4th inning, tied up at 4. Lee Shivert will lead things off for the Rodeo, facing a new pitcher for the squeeze as Courtney Donahue will turn things over to Katie Becker. First pitch misses for ball 1. For Donahue, she went 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, with a walk and no strikeouts. Katie Becker for the Squeeze, making her 11th appearance in the circle, 25 innings, a 4-0 record, 12 runs allowed, 7 have been earned for a 1.96 ERA, 29 hits, 22 strikeouts, 8 walks, 148 the whip. Down in the count quickly to Scheibert, 3-0. Ground ball to second. Hubbard is there. She makes a stop in the throw for the first out of the inning. Other changes in the field for the Squeeze. Crescio now in center, Wolf now in right, and St. Jean is now the first baseman. That brings up Daniela Monaco, who had an RBI double her first time. Monaco, a sophomore at Mercer in 2025 from Christmas, Florida. Was 6 of 11 for the Bears with 4 RBIs, a double, and 10 runs scored. Called strike, 1-1. And Monaco hit by the batted ball outside the batter's box. And there's 2 out. That brings up Elena Ross, who was the starting pitcher, 0 for 1 of the day. First pitch, 1 hopper to second. Hubbard went down to one knee, made the stop in the throw, and that's a quick 1-2-3 fourth inning from Katie Becker. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still tied up at 4. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still 4-4. Avery Powers back out for her second inning of relief. The first pitch to Taryn Massey is outside for ball 1. Massey hit a solo homer, the second of back-to-back long balls by the Squeeze in the second. Massey, a freshman at NC State. For the Wolfpack, batted .227, 10 to 44 with 7 RBIs, 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 5 runs scored. For the Roxborough, North Carolina native. The 1-2. Ground ball to second. Stopping the throw, and there's one away. They'll bring up Brooke Massengale. She grounded out her first time. Line foul for strike one. Scoreboard update over on field one. They're in the bottom of the 10th inning, and the Circus are trying to avoid the run rule. It's 10-0 Impact. Ground ball back to Powers. She makes a stop in the throw, and there's 2 away. So, 2 out, nobody on now for Elise Crescio. She grounded out her first time. Crescio, a freshman at Oregon in 2025 from Jasper, Georgia. Scored 17 runs for the Ducks, appearing mostly as a pinch runner. Inside for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Turns lineup over for the squeeze, and that will bring up Liesl Osteen for the first time today. Osteen on the year, batting .438. She's 14 of 32 with 5 runs scored, 7 runs driven in, has a couple of doubles, and a walk along with a sac fly. Osteen yesterday for the squeeze was 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. Takes that one high. 3-0 the count. There's a strike, 3-1. Osteen takes that outside. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs for Haley Dieter. Dieter 0 for 1 with a walk. And she hammers this one. Deep right field. That one's way back. Way gone. 3-run homer for Haley Dieter. And the Squeeze take the 7-4 lead. For Dieter, that is her 8th RBI in the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Second homer. On the season, Dieter now with 5 homers and 25 RBIs. First pitch is a strike to Lillian Martineau, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Correction, this is Lily St. Jean batting. For St. Jean, she is batting .513, 20 of 39, 15 runs scored, 18 runs driven in, has a triple and 4 doubles, along with 6 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and a sac fly. And there's another hit by pitch. So Avery Powers got the first 2 outs relatively quickly here, but then back-to-back walks, a 3-run homer, and a hit by pitch. The inning has become a big one for the Squeeze. With Mickey Kosler now at the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a ground out. Bunted to third. DeLong, the stop and the throw is in time to get Kosler for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Squeeze take the lead here in the home half of the 4th. 3 runs on 1 big hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4, 7-4. Squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the 5th inning. Squeeze with the 7-4 lead. Lena Roush due up for the rodeo to start things off. She lined out her first time. First pitch is a called strike. Low balls, 2 strikes on her. Ground ball to short. Cosler makes the stop, and the throw dug out by Martineau by St. Jean digs that one out for out number 1. One out now for the third baseman, Gabby Mercado. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Fouls first pitch off for strike 1. That's line to first. St. Jean will make the catch. And there's 2 away. Back to top of the order, Carly Penner. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch is a strike. Puts the bunt down, and the throw is wild. Penner stays at first. I think she would beat her. Penner gets the infield single. Keeps the inning alive. Cash Herber now the batter. First pitch is a called strike. Herber walked and scored, I should say, in the first and singled in the third. Becker's pitch comes in low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third. Ground ball to short. Cosler's throw is in the dirt, and Penner will take third. That one is an error. So Herber reaches on the E6. Runners now on the corners with 2 away. With 2 outs, the Rodeo threatening now, bringing the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 5th, and it's Alana Velasquez. We had a sacrifice fly RBI in the first and grounded into a double play in the third. Lines this to right, and that is a fair ball. Penner will score. Herber stays at third, and that's an RBI single for Alana Velasquez. Her second RBI of the day. And the Rodeo played a run. And they're down now 7-5. And Mercado will come in to courtesy run for Velasquez, the catcher. And Ryan DeLong will be the batter. DeLong, 2 for 2 on the day, an RBI single in the first and a solo home run in the third. So a big chance for her right here with 2 outs. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Becker in the circle. A sophomore at South Carolina in 2025, entered the transfer portal and is headed to NC State from Granite Falls, North Carolina. She started her career at Charlotte. That one's lined into the right center field gap. One run will score. Rounding third is Monaco. She will score as well. And we're tied up at 7. RBIs 3 and 4 on the day for Randy DeLong. And all with 2 outs. The Rodeo have tied things up. These are all unearned runs, but they all count. Sadie Armstrong's the batter. She's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the first. That's a ground ball back to Becker. She makes the underhand throw for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Rodeo score 3 2-out runs here in the 5th. 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're tied up at 7. This is the FGCL. Seven as we move to the home half of the 5th inning. Chana Wolf getting her first at bat. Wolf 2 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. Couple of walks on the year at the plate. For the Squeeze. Squeeze gave up 3 unearned runs with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning as the Rodeo tied things up at 7-7. Ground ball to second, and Wolf will beat it out. Not fielded cleanly, but it wouldn't have mattered. Wolf with the infield single. Runner on first now with nobody out for Mighty Hubbard. Hubbard, 1 for 1, walked and scored in the second, grounded out in the third. Ball in the dirt. Wolf will take second on the wild pitch. No play for the new catcher for the Rodeo, Hope Jordan. Finals from over on field 1. The Impact do run roll the Circus 10-0 in 5 innings. Lily Parrish gave up 1 hit in the shutout victory. That one's grounded. Herber has it at short, and the throw is in time to get Wolf at third. She slid right into the tag. So Hubbard reaches on the fielder's choice. 6-5 on the putout. There's one away for the catcher, Reagan Hickey. First pitch to her is a fly ball to deep center. Ranging back is Penner. She'll make the over-the-shoulder catch at the fence for the second out of the inning. First pitch, a called strike to Taryn Massey. 1 for 2 with an RB, solo homer, I should say. Massey takes that one, but it's foul. No balls, 2 strikes. And that win for the Impact does end any chances for the Rodeo or the River Mocs to be able to get a first round bye. So they are now just playing for seeding between 5 and 8. The battle now toward the bottom of the standings is between the Finns, Skeeters, and Sea Cows, who are all 5 and 11. One of those teams will avoid the bottom 4. Which the main advantage there is you'll know who you'll play in the first round, as opposed to having to play foul back. Correction, you'll know who you'll play in the first round. Anywhere between 5 and 12. So it's just seeding after you get past the top 4. Fly ball, left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Fair down the left field line. So runners now on first and second with 2 outs. Massey with her second hit of the game. For Brooke Massengale. Over 2 with a couple of ground outs. Squeeze was trying to get some two-out production here. A lot of RBIs with 2 outs today for both teams. First pitch fouled away for strike one. Ground ball to third. Shivert makes the stop, steps on the bag for out number 3 to end the inning. So the Squeeze can't break the tie here in the bottom of the 5th. They can't answer back. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We played 5. It's 7-7. Rodeo Squeeze. This is the FGCL. We're tied up at 7. We're heading to the 6th inning. Willie Shivert to lead things off. First pitch is to the backstop for ball 1. Shivert is 0 for 2, reached on error back in the first. So here is the battle. The battle is 5 teams battling for 4 spots in that first round bye. The Squeeze and the Queens are locked in. They are going to be in the top 4. Liner to first. St. Jean is there. She makes the stop for out number 1. So it's 3 teams for 2 spots. The Aquanauts with the win today or tomorrow will clinch a top 4 spot. Then you have the Impact and the Slice 2 games back. That's a ground ball, fair ground. The stop and the throw is high from Becker. And the E1 puts Monaco on second. Error all the way for Daniela Monaco. Errors have been a problem today. That's the 4th of the game for the Squeeze. And 4 of the 7 runs for the Rodeo have been unearned today. That's back up the middle. Kozler has it. The throw is going to be in time to get Ross. Monaco to third, but there's now 2 away. Becker slowed that ball down by getting a piece of it as it went by. Kozler collected it, made the throw, and there's 2 away now with the go-ahead run on third base for Elena Roush, who's 0 for 2. Line out and a ground out. That ball is popped up to third, ranging over is Massey. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to end the inning. Rodeo will get a runner to third, but can't get him in here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We head to the home half of the 6th, still 7-7. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, still tied up at 7. Elise Crescio to lead things off. She's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And she's facing a new pitcher in the circle for the Rodeo, as Avery Powers, after going 3 innings, will turn things over to Sadie Armstrong. Powers went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 3 runs that were all earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And she'll turn things over to Armstrong. It's a ground ball to second. Stop made, and there's one away. Entering today's play, Armstrong has had 7 appearances. This is her 8th. 23 innings pitched with an 0-1 record. 35 runs allowed, 29 have been earned for an 8.83 ERA, 34 hits, 23 strikeouts, 20 walks, a 2.35 whip for Armstrong. First pitch to Liesl Osteen is a called strike. Osteen walked and scored her first plate appearance back in the 4th inning. So let's just say that the Aquanauts are able to win a game here in their final 2. And they clinch the top 4 seed. It'll come down to the impact and the slice for that 4th and final bye. Herber collects it. The throw is not in time. And that's an infield single for Liesl Osteen. Then it'll come down to the impact and the slice for that 4th bye. If they should tie, record-wise, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head, and those 2 teams split 2 games and have their 3rd game rained out. First pitch to Haley Dieter is outside for ball 1. So the next tiebreaker is record against all the teams in front of them, which has not been calculated as of yet. That may be the scenario we're dealing with to find out that 4th and final bye. All important. The underhand throw is in time from Shivert at second to retire Dieter for the 2nd out. Osteen moves to second, and the go-ahead run is in scoring position, but there's now 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. For Lily St. Jean, she was hit by a pitch her first time up. So coming up next on field 1, the Finns and the Slice. So the Slice will need to win to try to keep pace in that battle for the 4 spot. Of course, we all remember, different sport, but in the CFP this past season, all 4 teams that had that first round bye ended up losing in the quarterfinals. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit into center field. Osteen will round third. The throw is going to be late. St. Jean will take second, but that is a go-ahead RBI single by Lily St. Jean, and the Squeeze take the 8-7 lead. So the RBI single for St. Jean, taking second on the throw. With 2 outs, the Squeeze take the 8-7 lead. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Mickey Kozler, who's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. And there's always a lower seeded team here in the FGCL, it seems, that will make a run in playoff time. We'll see which team that is this year. Could be a team like the Rodeo, who has proven themselves a feisty competitor here in this series so far. They lost game 1 6-1, but here game 2, it's been a back and forth affair. Rodeo scored 3, all with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning to tie things up, but the Squeeze have taken the lead back here in the bottom of the 6th, and we'll have a chance to finish things off in the top of the 7th. Called strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball, the deep second. Shivert has it. The throw's not going to be in time, and St. Jean never stopped running. RBI single for Mickey Kozler, and it is now 9-7. Heads up base running there by St. Jean. Shannon Wolf now the batter. Single to first time up last inning. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Missed by Jordan behind the plate. A pass ball moves the runner to second. Coming up next, it'll be a little late getting started. Noon window of games, we'll have the Skeeters and the Queens here on field 2. Soft roller to third, and Ross will not have a play. Shanna Wolf with her second infield single of the game. Puts runners on corners with 2 outs. And a chance for Monty Hubbard to put some distance between the Squeeze and the Rodeo. It's a 2-run lead right now. Hubbard 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a run scored on the day. First pitch. Called strike. Kozler on third, Wolf on first. Hubbard, hard hit ball to short. Herber makes the stop and the throw in time for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Squeeze take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We head to the 7th, the last chance for the Rodeo. It's 9-7 Squeeze. This is the FGCL. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Rodeo. They're down 9-7. Hope Jordan will get her first at bat of the game to lead things off here in the 7th. It'll be Jordan, Penner, and Herber. Katie Becker looking to finish things off. Jordan, 7 of 34 on the year, batting .206. First pitch is a strike. 6 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with 2 homers, 4 doubles, and a hit by pitch. That one's going to get down for a base hit in the left field over the third baseman's head, and the leadoff single for the Rodeo starts things off here in the 7th, and that will bring the tying run to the plate right away. So Cash Herber, who's going to be pinch hit for when her time comes up, will go out to courtesy run for Jordan, the catcher. Penner, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored on the day. First pitch misses for ball 1. Two and one. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit into center field. So back-to-back singles for the Rodeo. Put runners on first and second with nobody out. And that will bring up Maggie Place. This is Maggie Place's first at-bat here in the FGCL. The first pitch misses inside for ball 1. Place with a ground ball to second. Hubbard collects it at second, steps on the bag, and throws to first, and that is a hard luck double play hit into by Maggie Place off of the pitcher. And just like that, Rodeo down to their final out. 1-4-3 on the double play. And Alonda Velasquez will be the last chance. Still now representing the tying run at the plate, runner on third. Velasquez has had a good day. First pitch is low for ball 1. 1 for 2, a sac fly, RBI in the first, an RBI single in the 5th. Did ground into the other double play turned by the squeeze back in the 3rd. Ground ball to short. Kozler is there. The throw is going to be in time for out number 3. And that's the ball game. Your final score, the Squeeze win by a score of 9-7. For the Rodeo, here in the 7th, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. With the win, the Squeeze run their win streak to 10 in a row. They are now 15-2. The Rodeo falls to 8-9. Their losing streak is now at 4. For the Squeeze, they got 9 runs on 11 hits. They committed 4 errors in the game, and they left 9 on. For the Rodeo, 7 runs on 10 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 5 runners on base. Once again, your final score, Squeeze 9, Rodeo 7. Coming up next in 30 minutes, it's game 2 of the day here on field number 2, as it will be the Skeeters taking on the Queens. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury. and this is the FGCL.